to 2 goals won to give them a decisive lead of almost 3 goals at three-quarter time. Umpire about to start proceedings back in the centre. Can the Amateurs get up?
Yes, they can, Cookie. They're kicking to the scoring end. Slight breezes picked up here at Queen's Park. Bouncing the ball, a good one too. That foot comes in for Werribee Centrals. Hits it straight to Danny Wilson. Beautiful football, Wilson. Picked it up sweetly. Kicks quickly to half forward. Good football, Lenny Edgeworth. Under pressure, kicked it off the carpet. Gained a good 45 metres. Couldn't find his teammate though in the pocket. And I think you'll find it's overline and out of bounds 5 metres from the Geelong Amateur goal. And Murray Hunter down here, a veteran and a legend in his own lunchtime, enjoying entertainment here this afternoon. Good on you, Murray.
Good to see Ronnie here too. I tell you what, he's got the smallest football in his hands I've ever seen. I don't know where he got that from. Must be a money box or something. Down in the forward pocket it is for the Amateurs. Little hand pass comes out over the top, and a chance here to get away through Cicino for the Centrals. Kicks the ball back towards the centre of the ground. Players rise, but no one able to grab the footy. In there was Ryan there for the Amateurs. He can't get the ball out for his side. Umpire's going to come in and ball it up. True centre position. Ronnie, the first goal is going to be very important in this quarter, I would suggest to you.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. And I tell you what, Colin Thompson's mobile phone, mate. Have you ever seen one as big as that before?
Wouldn't like to carry it round for 2 or 3 hours. Hand pass comes out here to Hammond, and away goes Hammond there of the Centrals. Kicks the ball out wide. Wasn't a good kick though, Ron, because looks like Reynolds is taking the mark in defence for the Amateurs.
Yes, certainly is, and it goes short there. The kick, not a good one. Couldn't find the target. Peter, Ice Cream Cone works hard. Can't get the footy. This time it's Paul Field. Picks it up for the Centrals. Feeds it off. Good football to Hammond. Punts it up to the centre, or half forward line, I should say. But there he goes. Bazza. The big fella Robertson punts it to centre half back.
Oh, good mark.
There he is again, the boy with the biggest heart on the ground. Gregory Hart takes a great grabber.
Nice kick too into the forward pocket. As he found a teammate down there, he has done so. And this looks like Delaney taking the marks deep in the forward pocket. Kicks, not much advantage gained there, Ron. Gained a possession, but only gained, 10 or 15 metres perhaps. In deep into the pocket. He's found a teammate. He's going to kick from inside 50.
Bit concerned here, Cookie, at Stevie Hammond. He doesn't like shots at goal from a standing start.
Well, let's watch him with this one. You're on the ball, Ronnie, because he's hooked this to the left-hand side. 1 point only to Hammond. And I just doubt that the kick was very good to him in the first place. I don't think he wanted it in the first instance. 1 point only goes on the board of the Central. 3 clear goals is the lead.
Nothing in it here, round 5 GDFL match of the day here at Stetton Oval, Queen's Park. We see the ball now at half-back flank for the Geelong Amateurs side. Matty Foot, good unselfish football, creates an opportunity by tapping it forward. It's picked up there, I think you'll find, by Simon Ballard. He shoots a goal from 35, under pressure, and has split the woodwork here at Queen's Park.
And you're on 3WIR football for season 93, doing the GDFL.
Take goal, Simon!
What a goal, Ron. Brilliantly played there. Foot was a good knockout, wasn't it? Foot did very well there to get the ball across. And Ballon didn't let him down. Lovely kick for goal. Beauty. And a 4-goal break. Ronnie, I said the first goal will be crucial. Is it too much now for the Amateurs to come back?
Well, the youthful effervescence of the Geelong Amateurs side really needs to be tapped. I saw earlier on that last goal of Mick Howard's, the mouthguard of Justin Andrews be flung to the ground in frustration. Let's hope he can just get back to what he was doing earlier and concentrate rather than capitulate.
You might have been the wrong size, Ron. Back in the centre they go. Foot wins the hit down here for the Centrals, taps it forward. They come out of the middle here. Nice little kick from Ellis. Jamie Ellis gets the ball towards half forward. But going back and taking them out, might have been Richardson. Handball out wide. The Amateurs are away here. Away towards half forward they go, but not a particularly good kick. And Peter Brown, who's been lively across half back, takes the mark for the Centrals. Kicks the ball out towards centre wing. Good effort coming from behind there by Wilson, who tapped the ball away from his opponent. Been a good try. Wilson cutting out, claiming the ball, gets a hand pass across to a teammate who heads straight for the boundary line, and the umpire says throw it in, Ronnie.
Yeah, great football from Greg, the Nugget Hart, and the Nugget was cool in the crisis. The Amateur crowd screamed for deliberate, but the umpire said throw it in, and so he does. Peter Code picks it up from that throw-in. Quick kick to half forward in front, taking a timely grab. Mark Hillebrand now for the Amateur side.
There's a chance, there's a chance.
Oh, good lead. Good football, Geelong Amateurs. And that man again, Terry Fulton, has taken a timely grab 30 metres from goal directly in front. and an opportunity here, Cookie, to kick his fourth six-pointer this afternoon.
Yes, Terry Fulton, quite tall, not too wide. He can walk off through the pickets here, I reckon. Bang with the left foot, it's a beauty. Ronnie, they're back in the game. They haven't given up hope yet. Gunfire says 4 points on the board, and Terry Fulton kicks his fourth goal, and the amateurs won't lie down. They're fighting on.
They certainly are, Cookie. This is GDFL football on the Kiss Video and FM.
You're calling.
Shane's got nothing for us back there, Ron, but I can tell you that Fulton's been a handy player. He's kicked 4 goals straight down there, and I guess if they can get it down to him a couple more times, well, one never knows. He's a lovely kick for goal.
He certainly is, David, and well, to all those listeners that couldn't make it to the game here this afternoon, don't forget too that they can also get a copy of this great guest video production here of Round 5 GDFL football.
Just ring guest video, they'll send a copy out to you. Up they go back on the centre. Big foot goes up. He's done all right with the central since he went onto the ball. Knocks it towards half forward. The little kick off the ground wasn't effective there from Howard. Didn't gain much ground. They stack in on top of there at the true centre half ball position for the Werribee Centrals. And we're going to have a bounce down at the centre half ball position early in the final quarter of the match of the day on GDFL.
Umpire Cameron Duthie with the footy. Bounce now, an important run. It favours the Central slightly. Working hard was number 3, Darren Finlay. Got it to ground. Richardson working hard for the Geelong Amateurs. Likewise, Peter Gone. Umpire Duthie's whistle sounds again, and we're going to have another ball up.
Yes, probably about just one kick away from the goal of which the Centrals are attacking. Taking out of the air, Darren Finlay there trying to get a quick boot to the ball. Couldn't do so. A hand pass comes across here to his teammate in Beck. Beck kicks the ball into the forward pocket. Running out the middle is Batty Fordham. Batty's in a bit of trouble there. Going to push the ball out towards the boundary line and try and hold it in for his side. Got a help there from his teammate, and he did so. And it's over the line now to bounce deep in the left forward pocket. A fair way from us, Ronnie. And the Amateurs need to hold this one up and not let the ball get through for that scoring zone.
Up to now, Nick McCullough in front there doing the ruck work. Try to get it down, fit it nicely to Middleton, who's been a little quiet this quarter. Umpire I think you'll find that looks like Cameron Duthie is penalised.
Oh, Rocky!
Geelong amateur player. And a tough decision there on that occasion, Cookie.
Gee, must have seen something that I didn't, Ron.
40 possession was the umpire's call. Opportunity now. I think you'll find it's
David Dowling.
David Dowling, and we do thank that supporter there for the Werribee Central side as Dowling waltzes in from 30 metres.
Kick looks good, Ron. It's a beauty.
And Dowling is kicking first.
David Dowling's bobbed through one, a very important one too there. The Amateurs looked like getting back into the game. They kicked that goal there, but Dowling, through the benefit of a free kick that we didn't quite see eye to eye with, has been able to bob one through.
Yes, very handy goal. Cooking at this stage of facilities in this final quarter, and that's clearly brought to us by the Cryo Village News Agency out there at Cryo Village, and we send a special cheer out to Ray and Carl Edwards, and of course Taco Bill's at the top of the hill.
Oh, I love a quesadilla right at the minute, Ron, or a burrito. I love them. I love that Taco Bill's food. Bounce down to the centre. Up they go. No one able to grab it out of the centre. Push it forward to the Amateurs towards the half-forward line. Oh, but chipping in nicely and getting the hand pass over the top was Ballon, who's played a good game for the Centrals. Got it across to his teammate in Field. Field's been a good player too. He kicks into the forward pocket, half-forward plate position, and it looked like Dowling coming out taking the mark. Waitley spins around on the left foot. It was hard, it was. It was the player there, and Howard kicks the ball down to the forward pocket. Kicks it too close to the fence for mine. Should have centred the ball. Up they go, the defenders. Slap it towards the fence through the agency of Robertson. It's over the line out of bounds.
Well, I blame his teammates there, Cookie, because he had no one leading up the corridor, forced to go to the pocket. Bad football Werribee Central, but they're still holding a very handy, let's have a look, 24-point advantage here, middle stages of the final quarter.
Ron, you'd think that'd be enough. Howard went down to do the ruck work, just shoving a bit of ground too, Howard. Finlay's in there, can't get a kick out. Little kick comes out, but it's not a particularly good one. They stack in on top of it out here. It's about half-forward flank position for the Centrals. No one gaining really clean possession. The little kick comes into the forward line there from Field. Over the top, bang it through, suddenly he did. Ronnie, who was that player kicked it? Well played Field to get it to him.
I think you'll find it was Dowling who's kicked his second.
David Dowling.
Great football there through the agency of David Dowling.
Well played Paul Field to get the ball across to him. That was terrific stuff because it wasn't going anywhere. He had the guts to grab it, put it on the boot. Dowling playing in front. Where all good forwards should be, Ron. Turn around.
Reads the flight of the football a little better than the Amat defenders as they've now snuck away to 30-point leaders at the, suggest 17-minute mark in the final quarter, Cookie. Ball back into the centre. Ball favours now the big fella, Matt Foot. Kicked off by Carpet. Good footy Lenny Unsworth, but chipping in nicely there for the Werribee Central side is Peter Nash. Nash now goes out wide, looks there for a teammate, finds him well with a quick and long hand pass, ill-directed. Richardson chips in there for the Amateurs, but the loose ball spills where we see working hard now for the Centrals was Beck. Here's a go for the Centrals. The big fella Fordham unselfishly hand passes to his little teammate in Stevie Hammond, who waddles in and kicks his, let's have a look, Chookie. Third goal, Steve Hammond.
Yeah, 3 goals to Steve Hammond. They're getting away now, Ron, aren't they? Looks as though the signs, the writing is on the wall, and the inexperienced Amateurs just starting to fold a bit under the pressure of the onslaught of the Centrals in this final quarter.
Yabba-dabba-doo, it's all the way for Geelong. Gary Ablett's kicked his 14th goal right now. It's 19-18, 132. The lights are on at the MCG and trail for, of course, Essendon. Well behind there, 124 points for them.
Well, that's sensational, Shane. Thanks very much for that update. And, gee, the Cat supporters will be delighted, Cookie, with that 14 goals. Not a bad personal effort from the boot of Gary Ablett.
It's a reasonable performance, Ron. Yeah, back to the centre. Up goes the big fella Foot, who's done very well since he went to the centre bouncer. He grabs it to his own roving, kicks the ball towards half forward. Backing back, taking a beautiful mark in defence is Alistair Maddock, I'd suggest, Ronnie, and he's going to relieve pressure from centre half back.
Yes, certainly does, and brings the ball to the member side centre wing. McKellar, the bigger of the two, but I tell you what, the nugget, Greg Hart starring, punched the ball to Werribee Central's half-forward line, couldn't find a teammate, the ball bounces to Richardson, curl the crisis, goes out to Gill, couldn't tap it, no, it was David Jones, he couldn't take the overhead mark, the loose ball picked up by Nash, feeds out the hand pass, running through there onto the football was Ellis, but he's kicked over a poor one, and the Amateurs now can repel.
And it winds up in the arms of Richardson, who comes away through half-back. The kick was a shocker, landed straight in the arms of Hart, who's kicked 4 goals already. Hand passes over the top, gives it across to his teammate in Delaney. Delaney looking for a teammate in Hammond down deep in the forward pocket, couldn't trap it sweetly, and the ball is eventually pushed over the line out of bounds before the player Robertson coming in for the Amateurs can run on it, but we're going to have a boundary throw in at the half-forward, full forward position, forward pocket, Ron, about 35 metres from the post.
Okay, ball back into play. The big men fly. McKellar behind. Well sharked at ground level. Good work too from that player. And Beck, Rolly Beck kicked though and up and under on that occasion under a lot of pressure. And I think you'll find we'll have a boundary throw in.
We certainly will, waiting on the ball to come back to the boundary umpire. Got it now. A little bit of sting gone out of the game with those goals to the Centrals. They might have put the issue beyond doubt. The boundary umpires throw in a flat, low, hard one. It lands in the arms of Thompson of the Amateurs. Brad Thompson comes away from half-back, kicks towards the half-back position. Hand pass comes across, picked up here, cutting down the ground by Dowling again. Bang on the left foot, way offline this time. No score at all, out of bounds. And not a particularly good kick on the left boot in that occasion.
Certainly not, David. And Geelong Amateurs really need to get their act together. Ball now brought back into play. Up by Tattler's whistle sounds. Why, I don't know. The Amateur player found his teammate.
Got a kick over the mark, Ronnie said.
Well, that's the case because the ball's gone back. As we see now, Robertson bring the ball back to half-back. Mickey Howard, the big fella, takes a nice grab. At half-forward, goes into the corridor, and, well, taking a very nice grab, Barry Delaney plays on quickly, goes to the pocket, the leader's on off. The high flyer there was Finlay, couldn't take it, as we see Robertson now. Bazza breaks clear, kicks long, up there looking for David, shopkeeper Jones, over his head it is. Kicked off the Garnet there by Geo, ricochets off Jones's foot. The hand pass there, Robertson, again sharked by Geo. Gee, he's worked hard for Werribee this afternoon. Still in there fighting too is Kevin Geo. The loose ball picked up now. Opportunity for the Amateurs side. Good football there from Schwazzer, Paul Middleton. Feeds it off to his running teammate who shoots from 30 metres and kicks a very belated but handy goal to the Geelong Amateurs side.
Well, that's a beauty, Ron. Just waiting on this player to turn around and give us a look at him. Was a very good kick. For God's sake, show us your number, son.
Well, just trying to pick him up. I think you'll find it could be Mick Gill, number 7, Cookie, but I do stand to be corrected, not having seen the Guernsey number.
Yeah, you're right,
I'll tell
Ron.
you
We got him now.
The accurate one has done it again. Mick Gill kicks his 4th.
The professor of football, Ronnie Brain, correctly calling Nicky Gill, bobbing that one through, and perhaps they can get back into the game yet. They need to kick the next 1 or 2 very smartly, Ron, because we've been playing a little bit of time in this final quarter.
Yes, the Rockies 23 locksmith time clock. Final quarter scoreboard now moves on to a good 23.5 minutes. We see that, Werribee Central 16-8. Leading Amateurs 11-8.
Big slap down from Foot, but he hurt his hand that time, did Foot, as he slapped the ball towards half forward. It's picked up by his teammate in Dowling, been lively in the last quarter. Kicks the ball towards half forward. Hand pass comes out, they roll him back. Beck kicks the ball for the Centrals into the forwards. A lovely kick back, and a mark taken. Has been taken by Simon Ballon. And Ronnie, let's not underestimate his game today. Been very good. Plays on, kicks it across short. The umpire's blown the whistle, though. He hadn't finished lining him up, evidently. This is pretty technical stuff, Ron.
Well, I just can't believe it, Cookie.
I just wonder if he blown time on, he can't play on.
Animal. I believe that's been slated on the forward line. If a player wants to play on, why put a restraint on him? Let him go.
Okay, let him go. He didn't come in and kick the ball, did Bellon and put it through for 1 point only.
Well, supporters here want to see the ball continue to flow, Cookie.
Ronnie, you're an ex-umpire.
Yep.
I thought that if the umpire blew time on, that he could not play on until he had blown time off.
Why penalise the forward?
Good question. Kick comes out towards half back. No one able to claim the ball in the mark here. Little kick into the forward line. The Amateurs are in a bit of strife here, but coming out meeting the ball well is Johnny Ryan. Trapped it very well. Has to kick with the left foot. Does it well. Oh, up at the player there, almost hit the mark. Wilson just went over the top of his head. Player coming in here, Cunningham was it? No, couldn't handle the ball. Slapped on by Brad Thompson of the Amateurs. They're stacking on top. There's 8 or 10 on the ball here. The umpire's got no option but the ball this up at the half. Well, we're about between centre wing and half forward flank with the Centrals in attack.
Good work, Cookie, there by David Dowling also, and he really stopped the traffic flow there and has now forced Cameron Duthie, the central umpire, to bounce down. Oh, shepherding. Good work there, Dowling. Play on was the call. Could have infringed there on McKellar, the big ruckman, but no. Play on call the umpire. Danny Wilson's there, and I'll tell you what, it could be on. Dave Dowling, Danny Wilson, not real happy with each other's body odor, Cookie.
And a free kick being paid. It might go to Danny Wilson, who really has been a good player for the Amateurs today. Kicks the ball just on the half forward. Perhaps Lansworth goes up, takes the mark. Hand pass over the top's a good one. Gives it across to Hildebrand. Couple of bounces goes Hildebrand. Bang on the right foot, but way away to the left. At 1 point only goes on the board to Matthew Hildebrand when they badly needed a goal.
Certainly, the youngster didn't quite settle. Good football lays from the marker, Lenny Unsworth. Played on quickly. Opportunity went begging. The Nash now, the full-back in. Peter Nash goes to the outer side of the ground. Robertson there for the Amateurs side. Couldn't trap the ball cleanly. Good pressure Werribee Central. Sees the loose ball. Keogh again. Quick hands to Hammond. Back now the terrible 2. The dashing Kevin Keogh at half-back.
Shocking kick.
He's knocked up getting possessions this afternoon. The kick, a real worm burner. But he's got support from teammates up to half forward. The loose ball now picked up by Richardson to the Amateurs side and clears it for them.
He's looking out here for his teammate in Wilson. He doesn't let him down, Wilson. He's battling against 3. In comes Bigfoot. The Bigfoot there for the Centrals. Slaps the ball over the boundary line. Well done, Wilson. He was against 3 or 4 opponents. And Foot was the one that did the damage there for the Centrals. Still ringing that hand on that he heard that centre bounce is Matty Foot. Let's wait and see the boundary show. And he's going to do the ruck work again, is he? Wait till he comes over the top. No, he does not. Boundary, the umpire's found a free kick here. And he's played it to the Amateurs. Robertson wanted to go on with it, but he has to come back. Hand pass the ball back. And let's wait and see. Wilson gives the hand pass across to his teammate Ronnie, who's got the... No one knows who's standing the mark here at the present time or where the actual mark should be. And McKellar takes the free kick from half-back.
Yeah, great work too there from the big fella Matt Foot. Oh, here's an opportunity now. The ball kicked up to half forward for the Amateurs side. Breaking through the tackle was David James. Couldn't break it clearly. The loose ball now picked up there by, that looks like Gus Cicino. Goes out to the outer side. The bouncing ball, a cruel bounce there for Jamie Ellis. Allows now the little fella in Nicky Gill. Picks it up. gives it now back to himself, believe it or not, Cookie, on the left foot, shoots
Nobody
it
home
to the
run.
corridor, but again, the arms of Kevin Keogh take a tiny grab for Werribee Central's side.
Yeah, well played, Keogh, too. He's played a very good game down in the fence. They work the ball out to the centre wing. Hammond takes the mark. Little kick by Hammond, goes to the true centre wing position. Oh, player took the mark, wanted to play on. He does so now with a hand pass over the top towards Ballon. Kicks it off the ground as Ballon is deep in the forward pocket. Running towards the boundary line is Fordham. He can't trap it before it's over the line of bounds. And we're probably about 50 metres out from the goal to which the Werribee Centrals are attacking. Ryan, a bit of sting gone out of the game. I'll just put the glasses on the scoreboard because my eyesight won't tell me what it is. It's 75 plays 105. It's 30 points the difference late in the final quarter.
Certainly is, Cookie. Ball back into play. We see that Fordham doing work there against McCullough. Ball comes back to Fordham. Quick kick on the boot. Good football from the big fella. Fisted away. Opportunity now for the Amateurs side. Can't control the ball though was Thompson. Now an opportunity, and I'll tell you what he's done very well too is Andy Richardson for the Geelong Amateurs side. Feeds off the hand pass, puts it well in front there of Brad Thompson. The big burly boy from Amateurs picks it up, kicks long to centre half forward. Well, couldn't take the mark there was, that looked like Cachuno, but we see good support Cunningham. Kick well smothered. Now, Keogh again picks it up for Werribee Centrals. Matty Foot traps that short pass, feeds off the running hand pass to his teammate there in Pies Brown, who finds a teammate at half forward. Werribee Centrals doing as they like late stages of the game.
Getting a bit easy now, Ryan, isn't it? Just the inexperience there of the Amateurs players showing. They're able to move the ball a bit easily at the moment. Robertson back there doing a good job for the Amateurs. Is able to trap this one and kick it out towards centre wing. Hand pass comes over the top towards Paul Middleton, who's been a little bit quiet since half-time. Had a brilliant first half. Hand pass comes back for the Centrals. Finds a teammate in Nugget it was. Yes, it was too, said the player in front. Kick down the ground and a mark taken on half forward. Hand pass over the top to Hammond. Hammond's going to stream in from 45 metres out. Tumbles the punt towards the goal mouth. Almost a mark taken down. Oh, the umpire's paid it. Well, Ronnie,
Not a bad grab, Cookie.
wait and see who's coming back to pick this one up.
Gee whiz, that's got to be considered for one of the marks of the day. The umpire has paid
I
it.
looked at that. 43 it is. It's Roland Beck.
Yeah, great grab. Stuck the
Dived
one
at it.
hand out,
Yeah.
diving, horizontal to the ground.
And kicked his second goal of the day for the Werribee Centrals, and they are home.
They certainly are, Cookie. Late stages of round 5 GDFL football here at Queen's Park. Sees now that on the Corio Village News Agency final quarter scoreboard in conjunction with Taco Bill moves the Werribee Central side to 17-9 in control of Geelong Amateurs 11-9.
Yeah, football update for you guys, and you won't be happy about it. Essendon's in control, 22-18, 150, 18 points clear of Geelong, 19-18, 132. Gary Ablett's kicked 14.
22 goals, plays 18, Ron. What's happened to the back lines? Don't forget about them these days, do they?
Well, it's all, as I mentioned earlier, wide penalised forwards. We want to see goals kick, Cookie. It's all happened at the MCG today. Hasn't been too bad here at Queen's Park either. We've seen 20 of them kick so far.
Bounce down back in the centre. Foot doing the ruck work again. Wins the hit down. He's done well since he's gone on the ball as Matt Foot. Hand pass comes out here towards the Central's player. He's able to get out of the centre. Little kick towards half forward. Running back onto the football. Brown for the Centrals. Needs to defend well, and he does. Hand pass over the top finds Cunningham. And Cunningham spins around on the right foot. Kicks to the true centre wing position. Oh, could be a free kick here, Ronnie. Yeah. Oh, out on the full. I thought the player in front there, Greg Hart, should have been paid the free kick for over the shoulder. It wasn't to be that way. And Danny Wilson of the Amateurs takes the free kick.
Yes, a nice kick too it is. Finds the teammate up there on the GDFL bingo setter. Final quarter scoreboard, Geelong Amateurs 11-9-75. Werribee Centrals 17-9-111 as the kick off the boot of Len Dunsworth as he shakes his head in disgust. He's done a good one and he's popped it over line on the forward. And Werribee Central's back pocket now takes possession.
Well, it's a golf course just along here, Ron, and that would have landed in the bunker. That was an awful kick. It was a long way short of the target.
Well,
wasn't it?
Dennis Cunningham it was, Cookie, that took that free kick. He's kicked out a half back. Well, it wasn't a bad one, but a great mark's been taken. Danny Wilson.
Danny Wilson, been a very good player. Kicks towards half full, but up in front, Peter Brown, the big fella, takes the mark for the Centrals. Wants to play on immediately, and he does so. Hand pass, the chain of it comes out to Delaney. Delaney's in trouble. Gets it towards his teammate there in Paul Field. It's slapped away from him. Cunningham goes back to lend assistance. But streaming through the pack, here's Terry Fulton. He's kicked 4 goals for the Amateurs. Fires the ball into the forward line, over the top of the ball, except Peter Brown comes well. Claimed to the tackle. Loses the ball too. Umpire comes in. He's paid a free kick to the amateurs, Ronnie. Yes, paid the free kick, about 45 metres out from goal. I couldn't pick that one. Did you see what happened?
Well, I think you'll find it was rewarded for effort on that occasion. And, well, an opportunity now for Philip Unsworth from the Geelong Amateurs. He's kicked one. 1 goal, 1 here this afternoon. And
One
like
goal,
his
two
brother,
down. Kicked it out of bounds from the full cookie. He's missed a lot. Well, you wouldn't believe that. Not a particularly good kick at all from Phil Unsworth there. They need some goals. What's going to get him is Nash takes the free kick deep in the back pocket. Kicks with a trusty left foot out towards half. Up they go. Paul Middleton, Schwarzer was up and couldn't hold the mark. Busting his way through the pack, Cunningham. Claimed in the tackle, beautifully tackled too by Justin Andrews. Play on as the call. The ball spills free at half back. Ooh, look at this. Here comes Brown dashing through the pack. Half pass wasn't effective. Chipping in was Wilson. Wilson, good play by the Amateurs player, and Wilson got it across to his teammate. And Paul Robertson has come right down the ground. Half pass over the top. Player claimed high on the tackle. Must get a free kick from mine, Roddy. How do you think about that one?
yes, was definitely there, Cookie, and Paul Schwarzer Middleton now. Opportunity to drive the Amateurs into attack. Lovely pass. A low penetrating drop punt. Beautiful football to watch. And it's found the mark
again?
too. No, on this occasion, it's his
Phil Unsworth.
teammate in Phil Unsworth. Opportunity to redeem himself from that shot shortly ago.
Oh, looks
this
an awful
time,
kick
the
again.
drop punt, it looked a little bit better, but wasn't quite better enough.
Roddy, you can't play in the forward line and kick like that. He's had 2 shots in 2 minutes. One missed everything and one just made a point from about the 25 to 30 metre line. Not good enough from Phil Unsworth when they badly need goals.
They certainly do, David, and well, it's like closing stages. Where I would suggest you did time on this final term. It was by Rocky's 24-hour locksmith out there at Corio Village. Ball brought back into play. The big fella McCullough, awfully tight, couldn't take the ball. Comes to ground. Quick hands there from David Jones. Sees his teammate Danny Wilson, the half-back flanker, shoot at goal. And,
1 point only, Ron. 1 point only to
it was
Wilson.
a photo. There wasn't much in that one, Cookie.
But gee, hadn't he played a good game, Danny Wilson?
In their best 3 players, the Rooster.
Oh, certainly in their best 3. Good effort too. And the player that got it across to him, the shopkeeper Jones, has done all right too. Nash takes the kick in, kicks way out the half-back. Up goes the high flyer, Justin Andrews there for the Amateurs. He can't quite gather this one. It goes off his hands, and his opponent's there flying high too was Brown. And over the line and out of bounds, half-forward flank, Amateurs in attack late in the final quarter.
Okay, ball back into play. The big man fly for that guest video play, and it was the big fella in Bazza Paul Robertson. Got the ball to ground, but it's swooped on there by Simon Ballon from Werribee Central. Kicks up to Mick Howard at centre-half forward. Couldn't take the mark. The loose ball comes to ground. Anthony Middleton kicks to centre-half forward. Bit of brotherly love there, looking for his brother there in Paul. So I think you'll find Paul's in fringe. I thought it was a fair bump for mine, but getting up with the free kick, Jamie Ellis for Werribee Central.
He's going to take the ball wide to the outer side. He's looking there for his little teammate in Hammond, who's been a very, very lively player. Steve Hammond takes the mark, has a bounce, fires a pass into the forward line. Coming out in front there, trying to take the mark was Fordham. Couldn't trap it. Hand pass comes over the top. Little hand pass, another one. There's a big goal coming up here on. Over the top, one more. No, wanted to kick it himself. It's a goal.
Great goal. I think you'll find David Dowling. It was
Dowling again.
Third, yes, and
checking with that one. He's kicked through in the final quarter run, and he's been a live wire down there in this final term.
Certainly has, and has got a lot of support here too this afternoon as the GDFL Bingo Centre. Taco Bill's final quarter scoreboard moves Werribee Centrals to 18-9, 117 points, leading Geelong Amateurs 11-11, 77, 40 points in a cookie, but at three-quarter time, great game of footy. Amateurs have just stopped in this final term.
Yeah, they're 18 points down in the final, the last change run, and now they're trailing by the 40 points, as you say. Just inexperienced. Look, they put up a great fight here today, the Amateurs. I expected to see them getting really steamrolled in the first half, and they've held on pretty well for 3 quarters. Now, just a bit of inexperience and a bit of experience on the other side of the team by the Centrals, and this big fella, Foot's done well out of the centre, slaps the ball to the ground. The Amateurs able to kick it forward, but the marker's taken at half back by Jamie Ellis, fires out the hand pass to a running teammate coming past. Might have been Delaney on the left foot out towards half forward. No one able to mark out there. It's tough out there, Ronnie. Picked up, this looks like Hammond again. Gee, been a good player, Hammond. Spears a pass on the right foot, wasn't particularly good, and chipping in and taking the mark might well have been Anthony Middleton.
Yes, I think you might have been right there, Cookie. Goes out wide 2.5 forward and finds Nicky Gill. Quickly kicks up there looking for his teammate there in Phil Unsworth, who is obviously very tired, Cookie. Dropped the real soda that time and isn't real happy with himself, but that's footy. You got to concentrate on the leather, Cookie.
Just feeling for Phil Unsworth. I just yawned myself as you said he was very tired there, Ron. Must be the life I lead. Boundary umpire throwing the ball back into play. Deep out there. They're going to slap it towards the boundary line. We might have another throw in. No, we won't, because it's taken away well by Ballon. He's been a good player too for the Centrals. Kicks the ball towards the centre wing position. Umpire's found a free kick here. Bad luck for the Amateurs because it was about a 4-on-1 situation, and going back and take the kick. It's going to be an Amateurs player, and it might be the player with the big number. It might be Fulton.
No, it's Werribee Centrals, actually, Cookie.
Centrals, it was, too. I beg your pardon, right.
And you are very tired as well, Cookie. It's the loose ball now, an opportunity for the Amateurs side. Andy Richardson, curling the crisis, goes short. David Shopkeeper Jones breaks it down.
Bounce it back over his head.
He hit the cricket pitch. It was a real bouncer, that one. It
went for the bounce over his head. It bounced straight back over his
shoulder.
shoulder.
Lost the footy, but he's got good support there too from Thompson, whose kick though was well marked there by the Werribee Central side of Jamie Ellis.
Beautiful, mate.
Oh, Ellis and Rolly Beck. Very lively at half forward this afternoon, Cookie.
Oh, it took a lovely mark. Got the right from the back, but judged it to perfection. Kicks the ball towards the forward zone, picked up by Finlay. Kicks the ball into the zone. No one able to grab the footy. They are now here. Here come the Amateurs. A chance to get out of this run with a little kick out towards the player leading under the football. Wilson got too far under on that occasion. Hand pass comes out wide to find his teammate Field. Field for the Centrals, kicks the ball forward. Siren's gone. Mark taken by Hammond, nearly BOG. Hammond fires a goal, doesn't get anywhere near the distance, and the game is all over, Ron. And wow, we had a good game here for 3 quarters, but in the final analysis, the Centrals' experience and their toughness, I think, and strength was a little too much. They've gone to the line winning by, it's 11 goals, 11, 77 points to 18-9, 117, 40 points the difference, and a pretty good game of footy here at the Queen's Park Oval.
Certainly, Cookie, the Stinton Oval here at Queen's Park, the most picturesque oval in the district for mine. Sees that the final scoreline here, round 5, GDFL match of the day. Paddy Book was here, the final turn by Taco Bill, and of course the GDFL bingo setter shows that Werribee Central's victorious here this afternoon, Cookie. Their final scoreline, 18-9. 117 points have depleted the Amateurs by 40 points. Amateurs, 11-11, 77.
Well, we came here expecting the Centrals to absolutely annihilate the Amateurs, Ron. I've got to be honest about this, and I must thank the Amateurs guys in there. Very, very helpful before the game, and I was sort of hoping they'd do well, and they certainly did do well too, because for 3 quarters the game was in the balance. In the second quarter, we had the Amateurs, had they made better use of the footy, I think they'd had a pretty handy lead at half-time. A little bit of inexperience, just went a bit wide a few times, just couldn't put it through the big sticks when they had all the play.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be very interested, Cookie, to find out Noel Fanning's comments, because this week he's not right. He suggested 7 goals plus, and 40 points for mine isn't 7 goals plus, Cookie.
It is not, Ron, but no doubt he'll have an excuse.